Hey everyone, it's Mark Ferguson with InvestorMore, and I'm back at the liquor store and mini mart and building with 3 apartments upstairs that I own, and we had some crazy, not so good stuff happen today, this week, and a few, I guess, good things happen as well. So as always, we love the likes, love the comments, love the support. I have a number of different real estate projects. This is the first real brick and mortar business I've owned like this, and it's been a lot of fun. I also have commercial properties, residential properties, multifamily properties, and flips that we show all the time if you are new to the channel. But this property had some issues because we just got word our manager is quitting and giving us very little notice. So we're scrambling, trying to figure that out. And then we had another emergency when we came here today to talk to somebody about possibly being the new manager. We found out one of the coolers was not working, and a huge mess was in that cooler. So here's the store. Here's what it looks like inside. We've done so much work to improve it, make it better. And we have a suggestion box, and someone actually left a suggestion that said, I don't like this store anymore. It lost its hometown feel. It's too much like a 7-Eleven now. And we're trying to figure out what that meant. And all we could figure out was that we have much more selection, much more options, and maybe that's actually a compliment in disguise because we now have ices. We got a Frazzle machine we waited forever. We replaced our old Pepsi machine that was broken with a Coke machine. We've added coffee options. We added donuts that weren't here before. We've got an air fryer now and hot food choices. We're still working on making that a little more presentable, get some boxes for it. We've added toys. We added the little toy horse that we got off Facebook, the gumball machine, which I actually got from a pawn shop I bought a couple of years ago. That was pretty much the only thing left over from the pawn shop. And this is our hot dog machine that doesn't work. We've tried a few times to fix it. We got the wrong thing to start with, so now we're getting another hot dog machine. So we've added a lot of options, and our sales are looking better now. We'll show that to you at the end here as well. But as I said, we had some issues with our cooler. You can see the repairman working right there trying frantically to fix it. And we had some issues with our manager as well. So we've had 3 managers at the store. The first manager did fairly well, but then she ended up having some personal changes in her life, didn't have time to manage it anymore, and kind of moved out of the area. So we got another manager who actually had worked at the bar before, thought sounded great. We interviewed him, had references, and turned out just to be a massive failure, unfortunately, as a manager. And that only lasted a couple of weeks. He basically made everybody just furious who worked at the store and on my team and everything. And then we hired another manager who worked at the store before, and we thought she was doing great, had meetings, things were going pretty well. And then things started to kind of fall a little bit to the wayside, not go as smoothly, and we're having more concerns. The store wasn't being as clean, inventory wasn't looking as good as it had, and then we got a message from her saying, I have to talk to you in person, I need to talk to you in person. And we said, what's going on? She wouldn't tell us, so we kind of assumed something like this was up, but weren't sure. Met with her yesterday, and she said she was going back to her old job that was a full-time management position, and this was her last week. So that was a Tuesday. We got a few days notice, and then today we were back at the store again, and apparently tomorrow is her last day, and we're not even sure if she's going to help train or anybody or anything. So it's very out of the blue and left us in a rough spot. Luckily, we have the first manager who we're still on good terms with, who doesn't want to go back to the store and work there, but could help with some of the ordering and different things, or training someone new. And then we have someone who works at the store now who stepped up and said, hey, I want to be the manager. I can do all this. In fact, I've been doing a lot of it already because the current manager wasn't really doing what she's supposed to be doing. And we didn't realize the situation it had gotten to, because the store usually looked fairly good. There weren't too many issues. She answered all questions, but after talking more to some of the employees and different things, it's probably a good thing that we're having a change of management now. So we're having another change of management. We'll see how that goes. You can see we have lots more inventory. The store's looking good. And we did offer the job to that person who works at the store after doing an interview today. We like to work quickly. They accepted. So they are starting, and the other manager is going to train them tomorrow. So we'll see if one day of training is enough to at least limp through this process. Luckily with the store, the vendors do a lot of the help with ordering and help with supply and that side of it. So that'll be good. We should have enough employees that we don't have staffing issues. So that's good, hopefully. And hopefully maybe this is a good thing and the store will do much better. We saw sales really drag down in the winter, and now they're starting to peak back up. So we'll see if that changes too. All right, here's the back room too. And like I said, we got there about 11 today. And the employee's like, the cooler is not working, our freezer. And we're like, oh my gosh. So it was 60 degrees in that freezer. There was ice cream, fudgesicles, all kinds of stuff in there. Burritos. I checked the stuff and some of it was still frozen somehow. That was kind of buried beneath other stuff. We put all of that into this freezer. We have a backup freezer, but a lot of it has to be thrown out. And then, just really not a good situation at all. And I'll go back through my health. I just got my health safety license too. And honestly, we might have to throw all of it out, but we threw, as much as we could that was still frozen in that freezer. But again, if it reaches over a certain temperature, it might have issues anyway. So we'll revisit that. We talked to our vendor, said, hey, is there anything you can do? We know it was our mistake. And they actually were like, hey, maybe we can give you some refund, help you out with some stuff. So we'll see how all that goes. The cooler was being worked on all day today. We just heard the compressor is frozen up. He did not get it fixed today. He's going back tomorrow. So we'll see how all of that goes. But lots of different issues when you own a store like this. And that's to be, expected. But you just hope they don't happen too often. And really, we wanted to talk to him. The air compressor, he fixed our other walk-in cooler for a beer. It was amazing. And so we want to kind of get him on routine maintenance, I think, to clean everything, make sure it's all good. All right, finally, I promised I would show you the sales, and here they are. We started in February of 2022. That's when I first opened the store after buying it in January of 2022. And you can see things took off after we opened. Don't know if that was just springtime or our improvements in the store, because then in fall, you can see things dropped way off again. So a lot of it could be seasonal, and we're pretty worried about sales dropping. But as you can see, the last couple of months, things have popped back up again. So we'll see if it keeps popping up like it did last year, or what's going on. But I just think with the different things we're adding, the Frazzle, the more hot food choices, more inventory, I would think we can keep improving on the store and making it better and hopefully increasing those sales. So the store does make money. It does make a profit. Like I said, we spent some time there this week because we had the manager issue. But normally I will spend a couple hours, more like an hour there a week, if that. I've gone some weeks without going. The management, for the most part, has been taking care of all the issues, everything going on. And so it hasn't taken a ton of time. It's been a lot of fun learning how it all works. And it's been a pretty cool experience. So we'll deal with the ups and downs and keep going. And if things really improve, do I want to buy another store? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see how all that goes. All right. Thanks for watching. Love all the support. Love the comments. Love the likes. We'll have some more updates in the store as summer moves along. See how those sales go. So appreciate seeing new subscribers as well. And hopefully this manager works out better than the last one.